Let me start by saying this. I was never one of those people who believed in the whole dark web horror thing. You know, like those spooky stories about red rooms and hitmen for hire. I always thought they were just internet urban legends. But man, what happened to me? It was anything but fake. One night, I was bored out of my mind. You know those nights where Netflix feels stale and YouTube is just meh? That was me. And for some stupid reason, my curiosity got the better of me. I thought, why not check out this dark web thing everyone's always freaking out about? Dumb, I know. But at the time, it felt harmless. So I started digging around. I had heard about these red rooms before, places where people supposedly pay to watch the most horrific, illegal live streams imaginable. But come on, that can't be real, right? Right? It's gotta be some edgy internet lore made up to scare people. After clicking through some sketchy links, I found it. Or at least I thought I did. The site was basic, like black background, red text. It almost looked cheap, like someone trying way too hard to be spooky. There was this chat box at the bottom, and people were typing the wildest things. Stuff like, "When's the next show?" and "This one's gonna be brutal." I stared at the screen, half laughing to myself. It's fake, I thought. It has to be. Then this pop-up appeared. Join the stream? My heart skipped a beat. I don't even know why. I still thought it was all a joke. But instead of closing the browser and going back to my boring night like a normal person, I clicked yes. The screen went black for a moment, and then a live feed popped up. It was this dimly lit room, empty. There was a single chair in the middle under this gross, flickering light bulb. It felt wrong, like I couldn't explain it. But something about that room made my skin crawl. The chat? Oh, it was blowing up. People were typing things like, "Get ready," and "This is gonna be good." I still didn't believe it. I couldn't. And then something weird happened. The screen glitched for a second, just for a second, and when it came back, a message appeared in the chat. It wasn't from one of the users. It was from the admin or host or whatever, and it said, "Welcome, my name." I froze. My name? How? Was it a coincidence? Maybe cookies on my browser or something, but before I could even process it, my full address popped up. My address. I'm talking street, house number, everything. I felt my stomach drop. It was like my entire body went cold all at once. And then the screen changed. The camera. It moved. It panned, slowly. And suddenly, it was pointing at my own front door, my actual front door. I couldn't breathe. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely move the mouse. The chat was going insane, but I couldn't look away from that feed. Then the messages started. Just one sentence, over and over, filling the screen. "You're next." I snapped out of it. Slammed my laptop shut so hard I thought I broke it. I yanked the power cord out of the wall like that would somehow help. The room was dead silent, but my heart, it felt like it was gonna explode. And then I heard it. A knock. Not a loud, aggressive knock. No, it was soft, rhythmic, like whoever was out there wanted me to know they were there. I froze. I couldn't move. My brain was screaming at me to do something, anything, but all I could do was sit there, shaking like a leaf. Finally, I forced myself to stand up. I grabbed a knife from the kitchen, like that's gonna do much, and crept toward the door. When I looked through the peephole, no one was there, just darkness. I opened the door a crack. Yeah, I know, dumb move, and stepped out onto the porch. Nothing, not a single soul. But then, I heard this weird buzzing sound, like static. It was faint, but it was there. I didn't sleep that night, or the night after that. Every little noise, every creak of the floor, every gust of wind had me jumping out of my skin. I unplugged my laptop, threw it in a drawer, and ended up buying a new one, just in case. A few days later, my curiosity got the better of me again. I went back online to see if I could find the site, not to join or anything, but to prove to myself it was all just some elaborate trick. But it was gone. The site didn't exist anymore. Look, I don't know what really happened that night. I don't know if someone was actually watching me or if it was some twisted hacker messing with me. But I can tell you this. I'm never touching the dark web again. Some doors, they're better left closed.